Alright gang, before I get too busy, I want to bring up this question. I have these taillights, and what I want to do is the chrome bezels, wherever it's laying at, put this here so I don't scratch it up. The chrome bezels that I have aren't any good. Where did they go? There it is. This bezel here. And two of them, two new ones, is $150. So I originally thought that I could probably take this and mount it on the back of here like this, and screw it in, and sandwich this piece in between the bezel, the taillight lens, and then the housing, which would have a gasket on each side of it. But what I'm thinking is that to run these without bezels, I need to cut this taillight panel precise around this edge and mount this from the inside. Well, to do that would require me to put a bunch of studs on the back side of this panel to where they would go through here, and on the back side of here where these things mount, I'd put a nut back here. I think I'd have to ream this hole out just a little bit, and I'd put a nut back here, and they would attach. But I'm thinking if I did that and over tightened the nut, then you could see where I pulled on it, and there'd be a dimple right there. And I don't have a stud gun, and the only thing that I'm thinking of is if I mounted those things from the back, I'd drill a hole through here, put some kind of screw or bolt in it, grind the head off of it. Well, let's see, I'd weld it on first and then grind the head off of it. But then this sheet metal, these sheet metal on these things isn't very thick, and that would be all the stiffness that I would have in it. So I would think that it would be able to pull through pretty easy. Another thing I was thinking is I can take a piece of thick gauge sheet metal, and I can cut a piece probably about the thickness of this and lay it all the way around there, put the studs to that, and then weld that piece where the taillight is going to mount to the taillight panel. That would take a little bit more work, but I'm really thinking that these things would look nice mounted without the lenses. So if you mount them on the outside with the lenses, with the bezels, the bezel doesn't cover up this side here, and so you'd be able to see the lens. You'd see the side of the lens from the outside. So I guess my biggest question is how to mount these, or how to do the studs. I don't know. I know Turbo Cobra, he did his, but his housings are a little bit different, and he mounted them from the inside, and he welded a piece of round rod around it, made some brackets off of it. I don't know. I'm up for ideas if anybody else has got any idea. I know it's kind of be hard to understand what's going on without pictures or something like that, so having a video response would be pretty cool if anybody has any answers to these questions about how to mount these taillights from the inside. So you got this flange here. So that's the hole that has to be in the No, the hole that has to be in tail panel is this, the outside edge of this. That flange on the housing only goes in like right here. So I don't know, guys. Let me know.